today we're going to be doing a stretching routine, which is really important because everyone needs a stretching routine. And this is my stretching routine. The first stretch you're going to be doing is you're going to basically position your legs like this, and you know, depending on your flexibility in your hips especially, you can go far out or you can, you know, go here. It doesn't matter, just do what you need to do. So pretty much you're going to go down like this.
Look at those back muscles.
You're going to hold that for 15 to 30 seconds. Make sure you hold it so you actually get a good stretch in your glutes and your hamstrings. Yeah, I totally remember. You're going to also stay in this position and you're going to do this stretch for about 15 seconds. And you're going to go over on the other side for about 15 seconds to 30 seconds, whatever you want to do. So the next stretch we're going to be doing this one where pretty much you're going to have your left leg or your right leg out in front of you. You're going to have your other leg kind of tucked into you like this. Make sure when you do this stretch, you're not punching over like this. You want to make sure you're sitting up tall and you're leaning over and you're getting a good stretch all through the back of your leg and your back also. But not too much. You're going to hold this for about 15 to 45 seconds. These stretches are really, really, really important because you could pull something if you don't do this to do these stretches. And now you're going to do it for the other side. It's really important. You're very equal, I guess you could say, with each side.
Ambidextrous.
You need to be able to
Even out those sides. Yeah, exactly.
easily on each side.
Yeah.
This next stretch is probably, for me, one of the hardest because you can really feel it through the back of your legs. Don't pull anything. Do what makes you feel comfortable, and then when you get there, you know, push yourself a little bit further. So again, make sure your back is up straight and you're not hunched over because you're kind of cheating if you do that. Make sure I'm straight, go like this, and hold this stretch for about 15 to 30 seconds. So this next set of stretches are super important. In the past, I've had a back injury and they're not fun. And what really helped me get back to where I needed to be with my back was a lot of back stretches and back strength and yada yada yada. You get what I mean? Physical therapy too. These are some of the stretches that my physical therapist told me to do, and I highly recommend them. I do them every day before I skate, no matter what. The first one, you're gonna get on your back like this. You get back on your back like this, and you're gonna bring one leg up straight like this. And you're gonna make sure this is straight, and your heel is pointing up, and you're not pointing your toe. That's bad. And you hold that for a good 15 to 30 seconds, or 45, however long. And then you're gonna do that for the other side. If my back is ever hurting really, it will occasionally, I always do this stretch and it always makes it feel really good. If you hear a pop in your back, it's okay. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put your arms out like this and you're gonna bring one leg over. At first, this stretch may hurt because it really stretches your glute and go all the way back to your leg and your back as well. But as you do it more and more, you'll get used to it. And then if you're really flexible, like me per se, then you can start like grabbing your leg and pulling it up. Make sure this leg is straight. Do that with the other side. The last back exercise is also really helpful, and this really isn't much for your back. It's more for your hips, but I do it with my back exercises, I guess you could say. I don't know why, I just do. It's kind of like a figure four, essentially. If you're stretching by yourself, like me, because I'm all alone, and you don't have anyone to put your other leg on, you just put your leg like that on the floor, you press this hip back. Don't do it too much. You don't want to pull anything to get a good stretch. If my hips are ever really tight before I skate, I always do the stretch. It's super important. Yes, you can pull stuff in your hips. So you're gonna hold this for about 15 to 45 seconds, however long you decide. For all of these stretches, it's super important that you take your time. If I just sit up and just do this for like a split second, that doesn't do anything for me. It just might feel something. Take your time. Stretching does not need to be erased and does not need to be fast. If it helps, if you have a watch or something or a phone, you can time yourself. I do that a lot. I'm really bad at counting. I mean, I'm not bad at counting. You know what I mean.
She's in kindergarten.
I'm not naturally flexible at all, and I had to work for everything that I have as far as, you know, Bielmans and splits I still can't do the middle split, and honestly, I'm not working at it. I know I should be, but I hopefully will be soon. But I do have both of my splits, my right and my left. It took me a while to get my splits, but exercises that did help me were this one. I don't really know what it's called. You want to make sure your knee does not pass your toe, because if it does, you're putting a lot of strain on your knee, and that's not good. Make sure you're in this kind of position, and if you have to put your arms down, that's fine. Before you do the splits, you're going to want to hold this for about 30 seconds. It's really important to stretch out your hips and your groin and whatever else. So I want to do this stretch also. It helps sometimes. You're going to want to hold that one also for an additional 30 seconds. Now that I have stretched my left splits, you can go in it from this position.
Oh, I'm about to die.
We're fine, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You can either take it from this position, the stretch. I do that sometimes, or you can take it standing up and you can just slowly go down into it. That one is harder though. I wouldn't recommend doing that all the time. That's 10 for your right. So basically you're gonna do the exact same thing. Make sure your knee doesn't go over your toes, because again, you're putting a lot of strain on your knee. It's literally the same thing. Hold both stretches for a good 30 seconds. Go right into it. Another really awesome stretch me and Claire both love to do is like calf stretch. You want to make sure you have a solid surface, like a wall, where you like. And when you do this, you want to make sure your foot that you're putting on the wall is almost straight. That is if you have flexible calves. If you don't, then do what works for you is the most important thing. If you have really tight calves, you're going to want to make sure you don't go all the way like that. Immediately, exactly.
Just gradually work towards
all of these stretches, if you can't do them at first, you don't need to feel bad at all. I couldn't do pretty much any of them at first. It took me years to be able to be as flexible as I am. So don't feel bad if you're having any issues. Go at your own pace. Like to have my foot almost completely straight against the wall. You really feel it in your calves and your hamstrings, but mainly your calves. You're gonna wanna hold that stretch for about 30 seconds. This is a really important stretch because you don't wanna pull anything. Okay guys, we hope you enjoyed the video. Stretching and lots of fun stuff like that. And give this video a thumbs up and comment if you want any more stretching tips. There's tons more, but just to fit it in like a little video, that's what we decided to do. We're gonna soon be posting Claire's video, which is
Off ice warm-up routine. And if you guys want any more tips or suggestions, or if you just want more stuff like this, just give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.
check out BHamskate.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram at BHamskate.
We post a lot.
Yeah, we do. We post like every day. Won't ever be bored. Thanks for watching.
Bye! So, first stretch that you're gonna probably want to do is, I don't really know the name of it, but you can pretty much spread your legs like this. Hold on, delete that.
That's awkward.